Hi YouTube, this is I Upload Daily here, and today I'm going to be showing you my 5 top Cydia tweaks of January 2013. So first I'm going to show you a nice little tweak called Slider Pro, and this tweak may be one of my favourites because it lets you do pretty much anything to your lock screen, and it's really smooth and never lags. So yeah, here there's a few customizable settings for it, and I'll just show you them now. If you go into Slider Pro settings, here you've got the time at the top, like the big time. You can go into that, and you don't even have to have the time. You can have too long to write. You can change like the configuration of the time, the custom text. You can even disable it so there is no time. You can do the same with the date. And then here you've got the slider. So where it says slide to unlock, you can change that to whatever you want. You can change the actual slider, so you can have an arrow, you can have iPhone, Mac. I'm not sure if you can download any more for this, but you can have a green. I'm using the green cloud. You can have skulls. You've got like different coloured ones. You can have just swirls. You can have a marijuana leaf, Hello Kitty. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then if you go down here, you can change like the battery, so you can have it like zooms in and out when it's charging on the battery. You can change you can change the position of the battery. You've got all these swipe gestures, but I don't really know what they do. I don't really use them. You can hide and fade out other animations. You can bypass the password. You can change whether you've got a camera. You can have tap to unlock. Yeah, so then you can, and also this was made by Green Snow, so in the settings, if you have any problems or anything, you can just iMessage Green Snow. So yeah, that's my first app, Slider Pro, and here's my second one. It's got to be Auxo. I love this app. It's so smooth. It's just a really nice tweak. It's got all these, like, you just have to close an app. You just have to slide down. Oh, yep. And obviously, 1 second. If you want to close any more than one, then you can go into this, and you can slide more than one down. I'm not sure about 3. I'll try it. Yep, you can slide down 3 at a time. But if you just slide down 2, and then if you need to close all of them because you've got a lot open, it comes up with, hold it down and it comes up with, do you want to remove all apps from the multitasking tray? Obviously if you did want to, you press yes, but I'm going to press no just so then I can show you the rest of this. And in here you've got the media, and then if you slide up, you have the volume key. And I think this is like a really good bit, because if you go into the media, like right here, this bit here, the little music icon on the left, that will come up with the album info and stuff like that. And then again, if you slide to the right, you've got brightness, you've got all of the SB settings, apart from you don't get a respring in this one. So you've got the orientation lock, you've got Wi-Fi, 3G, a mute button, and all of that. So yeah, that's Auxo. That is a really good app, and if I were you, I would get it now. So for my third tweak, it's got to be Infinidock. I was shown this by a friend, and I've not been happier to find a better app. It just makes it so much easier, and it means you don't have to have all the icons here, because I don't really like them icons being there. And you can just add as many as you want, really, and you can change how many icons, so you don't have to have 4 along the dock. You could have it so there was 5, but they would obviously be closer together and smaller. So my fourth tweak is going to be Zeppelin. I think most people already know about this, but I'm just going to tell you about it anyway. Up here is your carrier name. Like, I'm on O2, so I've got O2 UK, but I've changed it, so I've got Nero there. And I've downloaded a dubstep Zeppelin pack, so I've got all the dubstep icons as well. When you download Zeppelin, you will not have the dubstep icons. You will have to download that pack if you want the dubstep icons. But if not, you can just go into Zeppelin, and all of the ones like Abstergo, that one's from Assassin's Creed, and then you'll have the Android, the Aperture Science, Apple. So all of the blue ones pretty much, apart from Blackmill. You'll have Dark Knight, you won't have Datsik, you won't have Dirty Phonics, Dodge and Fusky, you won't have Flux Pavilion or Knife Party or Monster, or I'm not sure if you have Mount Eden. No, you won't. You won't have Nero, you won't have Netski, Nitgrit, Noisia, or Skrillex, but you will have all of the rest of these. So there is some pretty cool ones, like you can have Pac-Man, the Stormtrooper. Windows doesn't come up in colour, but Superman does. So if you look at the top left of my screen, if I press Superman, it like changes through like that. So you'll have Pac-Man, Space Invaders, there's a Stormtrooper. As I said, Windows doesn't come up in colour. You'll have Infinity, there'll be Decepticons, Blue Cloud, Dark Knight, I like that one. You'll have an Apple, but as I said, I like Nero. But you can download many packs from the Cydia repo, which I will put in the description. So now my 5th tweak, which is my last tweak, is called Masks. And you can get this from a few repos, but I prefer to pay for mine because the developers of these tweaks, they do like to have, like, they like a little reward for creating all this, and it's a nice donation because it helps them create more tweaks, and yeah, they'll just end up making more. If you pay, they'll know you like it, and they'll make more like it. So, as you can see along the bottom of mine, my icons don't look like the normal icons, but it is because I've got a mask which fades out the corners. So if you go into settings once you've downloaded this and go to masks, you can enable or disable, and if you go to mask, you can create your own masks, but I only use the default ones, and you can have any of these, and they all just change the shape of your icons really. But yeah, so again, that's quite a nice little tweak. And yeah, so that's my top 5 Cydia tweaks of January 2013. I'll put all the repos and all the names of these tweaks in the description, and thank you for watching.